So this really isn't going to be a video about choosing a watch for a funeral. Maybe I'll discuss that idea briefly here in a few minutes, since this is a watch-related channel, and I guess that's the type of content you've come to expect from me. But in reality, I guess what this really is an opportunity for me to get a little bit personal. I don't usually get personal on my channel. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever really gotten very personal on my channel. I've never really talked about my life. So I guess, that's what I'm going to do here today, is express myself a little bit and, let everyone know what's going on with me. So a little over a week ago, I got that phone call that my mother had decided to take her own life. And it came as a bit of a shock, as I'm sure you can imagine. My mother has been suffering from a number of different ailments over the last couple of years. Extremely bad back pain, a hip replacement surgery, other ailments including managing diabetes, having suffered from many years ago a mild stroke, but dealing with all of the medications and treatments and everything that came along with that. Overall, though, she was still in relatively good shape, and I really didn't expect this. Unfortunately, I guess the pain became too much for her to bear. Maybe she decided she didn't want to be a burden on her family anymore. I don't know exactly what pushed her to make that decision, but it was definitely difficult to deal with. And definitely a shock is really the only way that I can probably express it. So what all does this mean for me and this YouTube channel? Well, I'm sure as a lot of you have noticed, my upload frequency has been down and probably will continue to be down, at least for a little while. My attentiveness to the comments has been below my standard. My participation on social media has been close to non-existent. I just haven't really wanted to deal with this stuff right now. I've got enough stress, anxiety, enough sorrow in my life right now. And doing this job, being on YouTube, it can be difficult at times. Don't get me wrong, I've met a lot of really excellent, outstanding people through doing this YouTube thing, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And for all of you guys that have been kind and supportive, enthusiastic about what I'm doing. You know who you are. You guys are the best, you really are. But there's a lot of negativity I'm subjected to when I put myself out here on YouTube, and I just haven't really wanted to deal with that right now. So I've sort of closed myself off, I guess, tried to stay away a little bit, try to get through this time. Maybe after the funeral this weekend, I'll ramp things back up. I'll get more enthusiastic about doing this. And don't get me wrong, I really do enjoy doing this YouTube project. It's really been good for me for the last 2 years. But right now, I think I'm going to just try to take it a little bit slower. I'm going to try to focus on myself. I'm going to try to focus on my family and just get through this time. Being as how I am a watch enthusiast, being as how this is a wristwatch channel, the thought has crossed my mind, what watch will I wear to this funeral, to my mother's funeral? Do I want to associate those memories with a particular wristwatch? And a lot of us do wear watches for certain occasions so that when we wear that watch again in the future, we can remember that great vacation we took with our family or that awesome adventure we went on. Maybe that watch that we wore to our wedding, for example. How do you pick the watch that you're going to wear to your mother's funeral? Maybe you don't wear one at all. I don't really know. I haven't decided yet. That's a tough one. Now, I don't really own a dress watch, and I suppose if we're being pragmatic, Something a little more formal would be probably most appropriate. Yeah, I don't really have anything like that in my collection right now. So that's sort of out. I don't imagine I would buy something new to wear specifically for this occasion. I don't know, that just seems a little selfish, a little self-serving. Probably not the right thing for me to do. It is something that I have been pondering though, and I don't know what the correct answer is. I can't decide if I want to wear, I don't know, my Submariner, for example, a watch that I absolutely love, and think about the time that I spent at my mom's funeral in the future when I wear that watch. Maybe it would be a good thing. Maybe it would be an occasion that I'll want to remember, being there with my friends and family, loved ones. Maybe it won't be a bad memory. But, I mean, everything that has to do with losing your mother is going to be in some part a bad memory, I think. As I had mentioned, my enthusiasm for doing videos is way down. I am probably not going to be churning out 3 a week like I normally do. And because of that, I need to extend an apology to some people. They know who they are, but I have watches on loan that I haven't gotten to review yet. And I've reached out to them individually for the most part and told them the situation, expressed my apologies for delaying getting their watches returned to them. But I want to again apologize here and say that I'm sorry that I've had your watches for so long, and I will try to get the reviews completed. I will try to get them sent back to you as soon as I reasonably can. It's probably not going to be this week, but I'll do my best, at least coming into next week, to try to churn those out and get your property sent back to you. I can't, again, express to the people like this that loan me watches how much it means to me. This channel wouldn't be possible without all of that support. I would probably gather to guess that, I don't know, more than half, maybe half, somewhere in that plus or minus ballpark of the watches that I've reviewed over the last 2 years have been loaned to me from viewers. And still thinking about that just kind of blows me away that I've gotten that level of support. I've had other YouTubers kind of ask me, like, how do you get people to send you all of these watches on loan? Like, I occasionally have a viewer offer to loan me watches. It seems like you've got new watches on loan from viewers all the time. I've received that sentiment from other YouTubers on more than one occasion, and I always tell them the same thing. How do I do it? I honestly don't do anything. It's just unbelievable. People reach out to me. People ask me if I'd like to borrow this watch, that watch, or the other. There's been more than a few occasions where I've had to turn down the offers because I've just got too much on my plate. And I knew I wouldn't reasonably have the opportunity to get to their particular watch to review it in a quick enough time frame to not feel like I was wearing out my welcome, I guess you could say, keeping the watch too long. So again, a big apology to the people that I have loaned watches here. I'm very, very sorry that I've had them for so long, and it looks like it might be a little bit longer, but I hope you can bear with me. And again, I really, really appreciate all of the generosity. I guess in closing, I'll just say thank you to everybody that has been so kind and so supportive of me in general, not just through this difficult time, but over the last 2 years that I've been here on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. It really, really does mean the world to me that I get the support that I do get. I couldn't have predicted that I would have the level of success that I've had at this, and it's entirely because of all of you guys that are out there watching my videos, loaning me watches, supporting me in any number of awesome ways. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, guys.